So are you ready? Well, my co-host Cheryl Nelson is. She's an instructor and meteorologist for FEMA's National Disaster Preparedness Training Center, and she's going to help us prepare a perfect disaster kit. Hey, Cheryl.
Hi. So yes, so this is what I have at home, and this is my kit, and I know it's pretty extensive, but these are really the things that you need for life-saving if there is a disaster. So
okay, so take us through some of them.
What I'm going to start with is the hydro sack, and this is by Flood Barrier America, and this is actually really cool because it's a sandless sandbag. So they weigh only about 1.5 pounds. They're much easier to transport around, which is great. If you don't have those, obviously sandbags are good as well. Those are good things to have.
And you would use this around your property?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, they kind of act as a barrier, and that one can absorb up to 15 gallons of water.
Wow. So where could I find something like this?
That would be online.
Okay.
So at this point, it's going to be too late for this storm, but in the future, keep that in mind.
Right, right.
And so here we have Chef 5-minute meals. These are phenomenal because a lot of these, they're non-perishable, and also they have heating elements built within them.
Oh.
For example, this TV dinner right here, that actually has a heating element in it. So all you do is mix some water with it, it activates, and it heats up your meal without a microwave.
Oh, that's amazing. And like they have beef and chili with beans and chicken pasta and spaghetti with meatballs.
Yep, and they have vegetarian ones as well. So those are good things to have.
Okay.
Protein bars, canned goods, peanut butter, rice cakes. I mean, anything like that that's non-perishable. And of course, we want water as well, at least 1 gallon per person for at least 3 days. Honestly, I recommend 2 weeks of supplies of food and water.
Okay.
And other things that we have: emergency poncho, blanket, a mask in case there's any, dust or chemicals in the air, duct tape, tools. You want to have a tarp as well, and a whistle if you need help. Toiletries are very important too. I love this body wipe here by Shower to Go. That is a full body wipe. So if you don't have access to clean water, you can clean yourself out with that. It's a lot easier than using tiny baby wipes.
A full body wipe.
Yeah, showertogo.net is the website for that one. This is a flashlight. It's also a glass cutter, and it's an emergency beacon as well.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Where's the glass cutter part?
The glass cutter's right here.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
that
that's great to keep in your car as well if you want to bang out a window. This is really neat. I actually set this out in the sun all day.
You gave me one of those last year.
Yeah, and so I don't know if you can see how it lit up there.
Yeah.
But this is actually a solar-powered light, so that's something that's really cool to have too. These candles are actually really safe to have. They are Kevin's candles, and those guys right there, they actually are activated with water and oil, and if they tip over, they're going to automatically go out, which is really, really nice.
Yeah.
This ID band will store emergency and medical information, so that's great for seniors, elderly, people with special needs too. First aid kit is obviously very important. I want to go back over here, this power strip. Charge all your devices now, okay? Do that ahead of time.
Even the power strip, so this is for your phone.
Yep, charge that up too, the power strips too.
Okay.
We talked about flashlights, water. We talked about this Life Straw will filter out 99% of bacteria.
Yeah.
Access to clean water might be hard to find. These NOAA weather radios, these are super important. April, I know. They're very important to have because we could have tornado warnings, guys, okay? When you're in the right front quadrant of that hurricane, you have a lot of rotation, so tornado warnings could be an issue in addition to the flooding, storm surge, and some wind that we might deal with.
And this is battery operated?
Those are battery and solar as well, or you can plug them in if you have power, but be prepared to lose power. Medications, at least a 2-week supply. Hey, what's this? It's a paper map. Map of the area, because guys, GPS might not work, ATMs might not work. Okay, so you want at least $100 in cash and single-dollar bills. People might not have change. Important documents on a flash drive or in a waterproof container. Have those with you, okay, in case you need them. Also, a fan with a spray of water. If your AC goes out, you're going to want to stay cool.
And
bug spray too.
What is this, Cheryl?
So this is a homeopathic remedy for pets. All right. So if they have anxiety from storms, this could be a little supplement that you could give to a pet. So it's really for fireworks or storms or anything that gives pets anxiety.
Okay.
So speaking of pets, make sure you have a kit for your pet. Have a picture of you and your pet together to prove ownership if you get separated. We want food for the pets. We want a leash. We want carriers. We want treats. We want toys. Also have them microchipped if hopefully they are already. And over here, how about the kids? Everybody has storm anxiety. Let's all take a big deep breath right now, and the kids need to be occupied. Make sure they have their favorite toy, stuffed animal, card games, books. anything to make you and your family feel better. And these are just some of the basics for your kit. You should already have a lot of this. If not, you still have a little bit of time to run out and get this stuff. Batteries are very important too.
I gotta ask you, Cheryl, you came in here with like a full size, like I'm traveling for a week suitcase. How do you put all this in there and then take maybe stuff with you that you need to take?
That's really when you have to prioritize. Take what you need for life-saving measures, okay? Be prepared to maybe live off whatever you have for up to 2 weeks. So just think about that and then prioritize what is the most important. So other things you can do to prepare for a storm, I made a whole list for you, and I want to tell you what you want to do is have a family communicated plan. Talk to your family. Will you stay? Will you go? Guys, a lot of people say they're going to go to Richmond or going to go to Charlottesville. They could have very bad inland flooding. So think about that. If you're in a low-lying area, zone A, possibly even zone B, get to higher ground because this area is going to be flooded. Also, gas up your vehicle now. You don't want to be stuck. Don't leave your vehicle in a flood zone. Get cash. We talked about that. Prepare your property. Secure loose items. Tie things down. We don't want anything being flying debris out there. Know how to safely turn off all of your utilities in case something happens. If you have a generator, never, ever, ever run it inside or in the garage or on the front porch. You want to keep that 20 to 30 feet away from your house. Be very safe with a generator. Charge all your electronic devices and power strips well in advance. Guys, be prepared to lose power. It could be days, weeks, or longer. Also, know your zone. We talked about that. Visit vaemergency.gov or WTKR.com. Make all your plans right now. If you have pets, do not leave them behind. Pet-friendly hotels, you'll find lists at petswelcome.com. So yes, you can take your pets somewhere. Also know where all your shelters are too in the area. Know where you can go. Make sure you talk to everybody. Nobody should be left behind. For more information and tips, I have them on my personal website, CherylNelson.net.